This is part of the Ultimate WordPress website tutorial. The full tutorial can be found in the description below. Okay, let's get started. Let's get on to creating our menu. So we've got notice it says edit navigation menu here, and there's no menu to select yet. That's because we haven't set up a menu. So all we need to do is simply we click on here, make sure we're in the menus, then we see edit navigation menu, and then I want you to click go to menu screen. And now all we're going to do is we're going to create a menu. So I'm just going to call this main menu. That's what I always call them. And then just hit create menu. And so we're going to do a few little things here. So I am basically showing you guys how to create a one-page website with a few yeah, we could essentially call it a one-page website with a few additional pages. Like I'm going to show you how to do a dedicated contact, and maybe I'll show you how to do like one service page for you guys, just as an example. But it's perfectly fine to just use this as a one-page website, and you're going to see how I can structure it so that a one-page could work perfectly, and you can still have a menu for people as well. But I wanted to make this tutorial as useful as possible, so I'm just showing you two alternate paths that you can take, and then you can decide for yourself, because you'll have the skills by the end of it to do it. So what we need to do, going back to our menus section here, we've got create a menu. So we want to go through and add in some actual pages here. Now, you'll notice we don't have any other pages yet. That's because we haven't actually gone through and created our additional pages. So what I want us to do though first is actually go through and create our, so when we press these menus, they'll go to different sections on the website. So it'll feel like you've got a menu, but really it's going to different sections on the website. That can be just really easy way of, splitting things up. And, this is what I do when I build out a one-page website for people. So we're going to make one called services, and we're going to make another one called about, like we've got here. And then what else could we do that would look good on there? Yeah, let's go to services, about, and then I'll create a contact page as its own separate one to show you guys. Okay, so we're going to do about and services as anchor links that will go to certain spots. So what I want you to do first is scroll down, and we're going to find our services section. So here, again, why I like to split all sections up, and I did that for you guys. You can click this one here, and then you're going to go down to additional option. Then you're going to go to advanced, and you're going to go to where it says CSS ID. And I just want you to type in all caps, services, like that. And then I want you to also go to about, advanced, and then I want you to type in about here. Okay, and then just hit publish. Okay, so we've made a services and about. So what I want you to do now is you're going to go to custom links, and you're going to put here, you're going to put hashtag in uppercase services, like that. And then you're just going to call this one services. Oh, services. And you add to menu. And then I'm going to do another one, hashtag about. And then I'm going to call this about. Add to menu, like that. Now we're going to hit save to menu, and you're going to see in a moment what these do. So it's save to menu. Now, if I go back to editing here, make sure you've published everything, and then you want to click on here, and then you want to make sure you publish and save everything, because then we're going to reset this page so that it loads our new navigation. Okay. So look at that. So it's already selected our navigation, because main menu, it selected the only one that was there. And look at that, even that already looks really nice. So if I go to preview, I'll show you what's going to happen. So look at that, looking really clean, really nice. And now if we click services, it's going to jump straight to the services section of your website. So this is how you can make, this is what I do for clients a lot of the time, especially if they're like small business owners and everything like that. They don't want to be paying for a big, multi-page website, and they also don't need one. Like most of them just will be fine with a one-page website like this. So a person could click about and bam, it'll jump all the way to the about section now on your page. So this is a really easy way to create a super professional website. It's a one-page website, but without having to, all that time invested in then creating, extra pages and all that, which honestly, it doesn't take too long, but for ease of use and for, a lot of small businesses, it's going to be enough just simply to have these jumping menu sections. And you'll see, if I go back to edit, if I go to the mobile, you're going to see it turns into a nice little hamburger icon is what they call it. And when people click that, it's a nice little drop down that when they click those, it'll jump to the section on their website through their phone. So you've just learned something really cool, really good that is often overlooked. I'm just going to quickly now show you how we can, just so you understand, how we can create actual separate pages as well, just to give you an idea, so then you can go away and create your own pages if you want to, if you don't want to go with, creating more drop downs. But again, you could easily just say you liked this section here, something like testimonials. You would just go in and then you would just simply go to advanced and you go CSS and you call it testimonials in uppercase like that, and then save it, go back to the menu, add it in as we did, and then you would jump to testimonials and would have one up there, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to show you now how to create a contact page. It's good to have that one as a separate one because people kind of expect that. So I always, not always, but a lot of the time we'll make it at least one separate page. That'll be something like the contact page. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go through and create a contact page. So you can leave this one open. I want you to just go through to here and then just go to exit to WordPress, but I want you to right click on it and go open a new tab. So we can keep this one open. And then we're going to click back to here. And then what you want to do now is go through and we're going to create a contact page. So super simple, guys. And the good thing is I've actually gone through and already created a contact page template for you that you can easily just put in. I'm going to show you right now how to do that and then, use that as again. So again, that's sent down in the bottom. It's completely free and I'd highly recommend you use it. It's just going to speed things up a lot for you. Okay. So I'm just giving you an example. So you're just going to go add page. So all we're going to do now is, I'm assuming if you have downloaded the contact page, I'm going to show you another way you can make it. If you haven't downloaded or don't want to download the free launch pack and get this contact page made for you. But firstly, I want to show you the easiest method, which is just using this. So I'm just going to go to here and remember what we do. We go to templates. I'm going to hit upload. Once it loads, I'm going to select the file here. Then you're going to select file and then you're just going to go to, it's going to be in the pack and you're going to download the in the pack called contact page template. And then you just go, this, don't show this message. You can actually continue. And then wait for that to import. And then we've got contact page template, insert, apply. And as easy as that, you now have a contact page. Look at that. So now, just to address a quick question, why would I not recommend having having a form? Because you see some businesses, some websites, they have a form. Now, I've built many forms in the past and I've made them for people, made them for myself. But what I've found with forms is they're a bit hit and miss. So you're going to see a lot more businesses these days actually use this, where they just simply have the phone number and maybe the contact email. Because from my perspective, and what a lot of these business owners are doing as well, is there's always room for error with those forms. Like for some reason, maybe if someone fills it out, then you don't get notified and it doesn't go to your email properly. And it's a lot of work as well. Like to get you to set up, it's not just easy to put a form in and, you need to know, understanding, like you have to put in DNS things in the back end to make the email like register. So it's quite complex. And for you guys just starting out, it's just no need. And even when I build clients' websites, I pretty much never make a form because it takes a lot of work for me to make sure it works. And then I always tell the client, which is the truth, is it doesn't, like, they might miss out on inquiries. So why not just know that you're always going to get ones when people reach out, and just simply have your phone number there and then have your email. And then people can choose to call you or email you. Easy as that. So that's what I recommend. Don't bother with making a form. You're just going to make more headache than you need, and you might actually lose out on leads. So there's just a little tip there for you guys. But as you can see, super simple, nothing crazy, contact form. Okay. So if that's how you easily do it, by using the one that I put together for you guys, I just want to very quickly show you what you can do as an alternative if you still, for whatever reason, didn't want to use my free launch pack. So you just go to here and you go back to the kit, and then you're going to see that there was a contact form ready to go. So you're just going to click that contact page there, and it's going to load it, and then you just need to change the title. So you'd change the title, contact us, you'd make up a subtext here, and then you would go through and you remove this section because you don't have a form set up, and then you're going to have that section there. And then, like, can't stand these location things. A lot of us people, especially that run an online business, you do not need a location one. So I usually always delete that. Then you can keep it frequently asked questions if you want, but I just didn't really think it needed it. And then you have a reach out, but again, I didn't think it was needed. So then that's how I created essentially the contact form. So that's the other option you can do. Obviously it's doubled up now because the two were there, but and you get what I mean. So that is easy. Now we've got a contact page. So all we want to do now is just simply hit publish. So now it's published as a page, and that's ready to rock and roll. And then what I want you to do now is just go back to our menu. So from here, we want to go back to exit to WordPress. And then you want to go to back to WordPress again. And then you're going to go to appearance menus. So this is how we find it if you weren't coming from that other way. So you got appearance menus. And then we want to go to our main menu here. And then we're going to see contact page is now there. And then we just simply hit add to menu. And we're going to probably put contact last. Yeah, that is actually right. And then just hit save menu. And then if we go back now to whichever one, I've got a lot of tabs open. Which one was it? This one here. So make sure it's published. So you're not going to lose anything when I reset it. Now, if I reset it, it's going to show me with the contact page there. So look at that, guys. So now you've got a nice contact page. Just to prove to you that it's working, I'm just going to go press preview. It's going to load it for me. And now if I click contact, it's going to take me to a separate page of contact.